Mr. Beast is arguably the best YouTuber of all time. And in this video with Think Media, he's talking about how to lower the retention curve drop off. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you literally from my analytics how to actually do that. Let's jump in. So one of the things that Mr. Beast is talking about is when you look at your YouTube video, you want to look for the dips. And so in this video, there's a few dips. And I actually went through this video with a YouTube coach. And when you look at a video, you want to look at the dips. And the goal is not to make the best video, it's to not have something that kills the video. So there's a few dips in this video. I want to show you what they are. And then we'll have some takeaways about how to make your long form YouTube better. So starting at the beginning, we see that there's a little dip and it goes to about 90% in the first 2 seconds. So let's watch. So the opening line is, can shoes really increase your exit velo? And that is an exact match of the video title. Now, as we look at this, I did a thumbnail split test, and the thumbnail that did the best was a versus, a comparison. So the video might have even performed better looking at the results of the thumbnail of not opening with, can shoes increase your exit velo, but rather one of these shoes is going to increase your exit velo by 2 miles an hour. I'm going to put it to the test and see which one it is. Right now, you see how we're using the language to draw a comparison as well. So that could be something that could help with the drop off at the beginning. But for the most part, there's always going to be some amount of drop off immediately within the first few seconds. So now as we look at this, you can see the retention curve flattens. And what we're going to see is that as soon as we put something on screen, then the retention curve flattens. Now, the other thing about this is as we look at this, and if you actually go back and watch this video, you're going to see I have a little bit of a run-on sentence, and I kind of give away the claim that we're making, because if you look at the promise of the thumbnail, we're comparing. And then at the beginning, I'm saying, well, hey, this one is supposed to win, so let's test it. Now, if I would have used the principle to hold the gold and not said right at the beginning which shoe is going to be better, then we might see a flatter retention curve all the way through. So you can see at 10 seconds, this video has another drop from 86 to 70%. So 17% of people leave as soon as they figure out that it's this brand rather than holding the gold and not revealing it until later. So it starts a descent, and then we pause it, and then we go into a bumper video, and it just keeps going down. And so this is why on a lot of more discoverable videos or videos that you want to go further, you just don't have a bumper video in it. In a more sales related or brand related, where like someone's coming here and they're searching for this thing, it makes a ton of sense to have this in here. And this is like an old school traditional YouTube practice. It is killing the viewers. And then as soon as we finish, then all of a sudden the retention curve flattens back out. One of the cool things about YouTube is that it shows you what the retention is at each second. It gives you this 30-second mark. In talking to my buddy, he said 70% is right about where you want to be at the 30-second mark. So this 67 isn't that bad. And you can imagine if I was to eliminate the bumper video and potentially change the hook a little bit, this could go from like a 67 to maybe like an 80. And the difference in that is not a few percentages. It is an order of magnitude way, way bigger. So as we go through this, this is still pretty good. It flattens out even a little bit more right here. There's a little spike, and this is interesting because look at what is the spike. It's people double clicking back so that they can look at what showed up on the screen, which was the miles per hour. So again, text on screen seems to be a good thing as we look at this. Now, the next big dip is this dip right here, right at the end. And the sound doesn't come through super well when I play this, but basically I get into results right here. This is the gold. So the promise was, can shoes increase your exit velo? I'm going to put it to the test. I show the results here. I give the answer. And then all of a sudden I say, but there's some other things that you should probably consider too, like this and this and this and this and this. And that's important stuff that should be in there. But if I had taken this clip, put it before the results, so like right here, I wonder if we could get this video, rather than finishing at a 23, to finish more at like a 35 or so. And in talking to my friend, the difference in what happens to that video as the algorithm pushes it is not a certain percentage more. It is orders of magnitude difference. Okay. So one of my big takeaways as I was reviewing this video with my friend is the goal is not necessarily to make the best video. The goal is to make a really good video and not have anything that takes a huge amount of viewers away from the video. So just by removing the bad, your video can become good. And here's the second video that I want to show you. This is a Walmart versus a War Stick catcher's mitt. You can see 15 versus $369 glove. And right away, there's a dip. And then the retention levels out again. And then let's see what happens to take us from an 89% down to a 73%. Okay, let's take a look. And one of the other things that I'm learning too is with YouTube autoplay, we probably want to put text on screen rather than me just talking here. And you can see right here, right at the bumper video, we go from 89% down to 73%. That is crazy. That's a huge drop. And then it flattens out and it goes from 73 down to 66. And then there's another little drop. So let's take a look here. I think what I'm doing is I'm laying out the ground rules, and it might have just gone on a little long because there's a little dip right here. From here, again, pretty flat. Let's see what happens here when the dip starts to happen again. Again, I bet that this is the same scene. Yep, I'm just talking. There's nothing really on screen. It's just kind of same shot, same screen for a while. And then here, this is pretty flat. And then final thoughts. Again, you can see closing language. And right here, I probably give the answer. I bet if we were to listen to the words, I probably give the answer in my final opinion. And I probably used some sort of closing language that signaled that the video was over. And then as a result, people clicked away because they thought that the video was over. You will see a lot of people finish the video. They hold the gold until the very end and then boom, finish it and end it as soon as you deliver on the promise. And that is how you make a good video that then the algorithm views with positive signals and sends it out. If you like this video, then check out this video right over here. I'm Ange Bourgeois. Let's win together.